Hey guys, Dennis Lapel with Midwest Outdoors. It is almost bow season, so what better time to shake off the rust than getting out to a 3D archery range. We are here at the Chicago Bowhunters Incorporated range in Bolingbrook, Illinois. We're gonna go walk their 3D course and throw a couple arrows down range, so stay tuned and we're gonna have some fun. So guys, we got Randy Rutledge with us here, and very adept instructor, and he's going to make us all feel bad today. But no, a great thing about coming out to an archery range like this is that they have experts that are hanging around the club that can give you tips and pointers wherever you need them, and trust me, I'm gonna need them.
I would put in one of the other style peep sights. The problem with this one, if the tubing breaks, that can be an issue, especially in hunting. When you use this one with the tubing on it, you can see that when this was tied in, it was tied in down here and up here. The tubing will pull it up to the top.
Okay.
So say that you moved it back down again,
right?
Because you thought that was where it was set at originally, that's gonna throw all your sights off.
Absolutely.
So I would switch to one of the other style peep sights. You can get it to roll the same each time.
Yep.
Set it up so you don't have to worry about it moving.
Exactly.
Make sure that you range every animal to see how the distance that they are. Reason you want to use your own rangefinder is because rangefinders do vary, and they could be off a yard and a half. And in a hunting situation, we can't have your sights be off a yard and a half. So let's take a couple shots and see.
That's a good point, yeah. Make sure that you're ranged in with the equipment you're using.
I would definitely get the tip of your nose on the string. It gives you
make contact with the string.
It gives you another anchor point, which will make you a lot more consistent. The other thing I would do is make sure you keep your teeth together, because when you're using your jawbone to anchor, if I open my mouth, it moves my anchor point.
Changes the point.
Yeah, so I would make sure that you keep it. You don't have to clinch them, but just so that they're together. And
at least touch them. Okay. Some of the things you don't think about too much, you know.
That's a good group.
Thanks.
Very nice.
So I'm the tournament chair here. We come out and set up different 3D animals for tournaments and practice all the time. We set up a different variety of animals so you can be better prepared to take a shot at whatever you're hunting. Somebody want to stand back up with like a rifle real quick?
Right.
Oh, I pulled that one.
What happened to that one?
Spread it out across the board. It's like a shotgun. All of his vitals taken out, right? So we're up here on an elevated tower, so we're shooting downwards at an angle. We want to make sure that all of our anchor points are still consistent. So when you draw back, and you set your anchor point straight, you want to make sure it stays the same. So when you go to shoot down, make sure you're bending at the hips and not just dropping your arm down to shoot. That way your anchor point stays the same, things don't shift. You can get a more consistent arrow and make sure you're successful that way.
Nice shot. So Roy, I know you've written a few books on deer hunting.
Yeah.
Do you prefer, when you're out practicing before season, do you prefer practicing from an elevated position, or do you just, is shooting from the ground fine? Or
I do probably most of my shooting from the ground, make sure my sight pins are set for all the distances. Then I go to broadheads, and I make sure those broadheads are flying exactly where they should be, and if not, I tune them in.
Okay.
Now I got my broadheads tuned in. That's when I like to get up in the towers and see that they fly the same.
Essentially, you're going to be using the broadheads in the field, and that's really what you want to make sure that they're dialed in and flying true for you. I like that a lot of these targets aren't just even numbers, you know what I mean? It's all the in-between yardages.
Practicing at the strange ranges, the deer's not always going to be 20 yards away from you in real life. Looks like you are just to the right of that thing. And I think that's probably honestly more due to the angle that you're shooting at. I think that's the only reason why.
Quartering away.
Quartering away. I think you're almost in the exact same spot.
Right next to it, yeah.
Yeah, you stacked them on top of each other. That one's just a little high into the right.
Yeah, a little more forward.
Yeah, I think all three of those would have killed her. I went through all the work of dragging that Velociraptor out there, and nobody shot the clever girl yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one at her right now. There we go.
I like this spot, right? Because like you're kind of simulating if you're on a spot and stock, and you come in and, oh.
Yes, you could get that shot right through there.
Right.
Now in a hunting situation, you always got to look up to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Yep, exactly.
You could get so focused on that deer and want to make the shot that you don't realize that that branch is in the way and your top limb is going to hit.
I think what we've got here is like a 130 atypical. He hasn't spotted me yet. See, I hit that branch like he was talking about. I think I got it.
I think you got it too.
So I'm with Gabe Corral here. He's the director of Chicago Bowhunters Incorporated. We're here in Bolingbrook, Illinois. Now tell me about this great facility you have here.
It is the most complete facility in the Chicagoland area. We have a 24/7 indoor range. We've got 33 acres with a complete 3D range, a complete field range. We also allow broadheads in various spots, and we also cater to target archers.
So this is a archery hunting club per se. What is the benefits of like joining a local club?
I'd like to promote our other archery clubs in the area, Kishwaukee Archery, Joliet Archery. This is a year-round sport. Hunters enjoy 3D archery year-round at many clubs, including Chicago Bowhunters. Just a wonderful place to practice the sport.
So now, I know a lot of you guys are not local to Chicagoland, but if you are, definitely come and check this place out. It is absolutely amazing. And if you're not, look up a local bow hunting or just archery club near you. See what they have to offer, because this is my second time out here, and this is amazing, and I'll definitely be trying to come back as often as I possibly can.
Before I fire, shout out to Tim Odell. He's my co-chair for this, but he couldn't make it here because he has a new daughter, Penelope. She's 2 weeks old, so shout out to Penelope on this one. Hopefully this is good.
This shot's for you, Penelope.
Better than your dad shoots. There we go.
A kill shot for Penelope.
So here we are on the last lane, lane 20, where we get to shoot a beautiful mule deer target. I want to thank Randy Rutledge and Chicago Bowhunters Incorporated for having us out here, and all the great instruction Randy's given us throughout the afternoon. Definitely encourage you guys to get out, find a local club, local archery range near you. Get out, put in some practice time before season, so when season arrives, you can get out in the woods and put a good arrow on target the first time. Hey, I'm Vince LaPelle. For the rest of the guys, we're gonna shoot a couple more arrows, and then we'll be right back.